Hello, everybody. Quick video to understand what's special about the opportunity with AMPLIVO until end of December 2024. Now we are entering a great momentum. Many people will join at the last minute before this offer ends. It's been 4 years available and it finishes end of December. So let's just understand very pragmatically what is special about what we can get this year and what's changing next year. I know we have many questions for that, so I'm making a short video. So when we pay to clean up the planet through AMPLIVO until end of December, the plastic credit that we will receive as digital proof, once that recycling is done, is called the original CSR. That's the first version of the plastic credit, which the company has created. It was their prototype and it worked really well. At the end of December, they will stop giving that one as digital proof. And once January starts and somebody enters and pay the services, then they will receive a new plastic credit called CSR 25. That will be done for 2025. And then in 2026, they will give out a new one called CSR 2026. So we will have different plastic credits available on the market at the same time for companies to buy. The important point is what's special about this one. Why is it really interesting to jump on board before end of December? Let's dive in. So the plastic credits are high potential assets because the market is emerging and it's becoming the new topic and the new focus for many companies and tomorrow regulations. The original CSR, the one we will receive if we buy until end of December, has a unique feature, which makes it, in my opinion, a very high potential asset. So let's understand exactly what this is. What's making it special is a buyback program from the Corsair Group. So if you're not familiar with the concept of a buyback program, it's a bit similar to, for example, a company as Apple buying back its own shares from the market. So here, the Corsair Group will, over time, month after month, for the decades to come, use its money to buy back the CSR plastic credits who are out there in the world and remove them from circulation in order to increase the scarcity, to increase the limited amount that is available in circulation and help to pump the price. So let's understand exactly what kind of money they're going to be using to do that. They will be using 10% every month of the sale of pyrolysis oil to the petrochemical industry in order to go on the market and buy back CSR plastic credits and remove them from circulation so that there's less and less available. It's called scarcity. It's to increase the scarcity of the asset. The projections show that by end of next year, the 10% available every month to go and buy back those plastic credits at any price will be between $250,000 to $500,000 every month. Because we have a very small market with, probably 15,000 holders worldwide, the impact of putting $250,000 to $500,000 every month into this market is, of course, very promising and very exciting for us. What does that tell us? It guarantees that there will always be a constantly increasing buy pressure. So let's break this down. What does it mean exactly? Corsair has many machines, many factories, all the time recycling plastic waste, producing oil, which we sell every month to our clients. So the 10% available every month from these sales is there, and it's money coming from the petrochemical industry and being funneled back into the market to increase the price. So not only our clients, the different companies which needs to buy plastic credits to offset their pollution footprint are buying plastic credits, but you also have now the Corsair Group also buying plastic credits, which means that the buy pressure will be significant. But what's really interesting here, guys, is that the Corsair Group keeps expanding, keeps adding new machines in their current factories and keep opening new factories all around the world, which means that every month they'll be recycling more and more plastic waste, which means that the 10% of sales every month will increase over time. That should be very, very exciting if you understand what this means. So let's dive a little bit more. What is today defining the price of the CSR on the market? So here's a screenshot, for example, of that I took a few months ago. So it's going up, it's going down. What is making it go up and down? So what's making it go up is first companies like the hospitals and the airport and the mozzarella brand buying the plastic credits to then destroy it and get the certificate. I call that consuming the plastic credit. So companies need to become plastic neutral, offset their pollution footprint. They need to buy the plastic credit. So when they buy, it makes the price go up. Number two, Corsair is going to buy CSR plastic credits to pay part of the commissions of the network. You remember, as part of the network, 30% of your commissions are paid in plastic credits, which come from the market. And number three, and that's the most exciting part, is that when Corsair is selling pyrolysis oil to the industrial petrochemical companies, they will be using 10% of the sales of the revenue to go and buy plastic credits from the market and remove them from the circulation. So those are the different aspects that make the price go up. Of course, you have also people just buying the CSR plastic credits on the market because they want to have more themselves. But I would say that this is a very small percentage. What makes the price go down? Well, only one thing. It's somebody selling their plastic credit. Maybe because they're happy about the profit they're going to make, and they're, of course, entitled to do that. Sometimes life happens, they just need to have some money there, so they're going to sell, even if it's at a loss. So the only thing that makes the price of the CSR go down is when somebody that owns CSR sells it. And you know who owns the CSR plastic credit? The AMPLIVO community, because we're the ones who created them by ordering the PNP. So you have many reasons why the price would go up, and you only have one reason why the price would go down. So in the foreseeable future, what are we going to see? The point number 3 here will unlock significant amounts of money in order to buy. And like the CEO said, they will dedicate that money to buy whatever the price is. So if the current price is 1 cent, they will buy at 1.1. If the current price is 5 cents, they will buy at 5.1. So there will always be availability of CSR plastic credit to be purchased. All right, so last slide, what will happen in the future to this original CSR? Well, one day it will become too expensive for companies to use as a plastic credit. Because if you are, for example, Coca-Cola, who are not yet working with us, but it's probably just a matter of time, they will not pay 5 euros to offset 100 grams of plastic for their bottle. It will be just too much. So companies will stop using the plastic credit because it will be too expensive for 100 grams. They will be using the CSR 25 and the CSR 26, which will have always a reasonable price according to the market. So what's going to happen to the original CSR, the first one you have? It will become what we call an asset class. It will become its own thing, which has a market price just defined by 2 things at that point. Number one, the more the Corsair group grows, the more machines they put, the more factories they open, the more the 10% of the buyback program is increasing the price. And the only thing that will make it go down, as you know, is people selling. So the more high the confidence of the community that don't sell, the faster the price goes up. And that's it. Companies will not be buying it. It will be too expensive. So what does that really mean? Since we're going to continue to grow and make more factories and put more machines all the time, the price of the CSR is going to continue to grow. Even if people will be selling, will go down a little bit, but then next month, Corsair will buy even more. So there's no upper limit. It will go to 50 cents. It will go to 1 euro. It will go to 10 euros, and it will go to 100 euros. It's just a matter of time. If you can wait long enough, not sell your plastic credit, you will see very, very interesting gains just based on that buyback program. So owning a original CSR plastic credit is a little bit like having a share of the Corsair group. But not because you have dividends on the profits, but because you have the guarantee that the company, the more they grow, the more they will buy back. What's very interesting is that January 1st, we will know how many plastic credits exist and will ever exist. And that will even be put on the website on csrnow.com. And then every month you will see that companies buy it will go down, and Corsair Groups buy it, it will go down. So we will publicly see how many plastic credits are left in circulations. And that's very, very exciting if you understand what that means. So thank you very much. If you have more questions, don't hesitate to ask. Hopefully this short video is enough for you to understand that this original CSR plastic credit is very, very interesting. And everybody who will join us before end of December 2024 will be very happy. We continue our work in 2025. We continue to have a very powerful emerging market for plastic credits. We continue to buy through AMPLIVO, wait for the time of the recycling, and then supply the market. But we will not talk anymore about the original CSR. We will not talk anymore about the buyback program, because that's just for the first plastic credit. Basically, it's only for the people who were there at the beginning, meaning before December 31st. Thank you so much.